Hello my friends, and welcome back to a blind Let's Play of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney Justice for All. My name is FlightlessBird, this is your Swordbeats Gaming channel. In our last episode, I don't want to stop recording because I was so involved in this case. I wanted to know more, and I had to just continue on. So I broke it up into two parts. So let's jump right back in, and let's see if we can save our girl today, shall we? One and the same anyway. We've been down this road. They're not the same. Miss Olbeg, this is a very important point we're talking about. Angie Poo, do you think so too? Well, it might be something worth considering. Just say it's important and agree with me for a change. By the way, I love how they got the Silver Samurai music playing in the background too. Witness, think carefully and try to remember as much as you can before you testify. Alright, if you insist. I should be the one sighing, not you. Alright, who I saw? On guard, yes, now I remember. The Nickel Samurai, that's right, it was the Nickel Samurai that I saw. Yes, it would have been convenient for him to wear his costume during the murder. He had to go to that post-ceremony stage show right after the crime, you know. So he must have worn that nickel costume when he was stabbing poor Juan. But she just said that he wasn't wearing it. I knew it. I knew you'd say it was inside that costume. Oh, what? Do you think there could have been someone else inside that costume? Don't be a bad little boy. Think of such rude things. But the possibility does exist. Youngins today, I told you there's no way it was anyone else. How do you know that? Because I said so, and what I say is the truth. At least she's just as delightful a witness as she was a year ago. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Who I saw. On guard, yeah, now I remember. Would you please get on with your testimony? Watch your language, young man. What sort of tone is that to take with an elder? My youthfulness isn't what it used to be, so you should forgive me for everything. If you keep on barking at me like that, I'll start singing on top of my lungs. Please don't. What? A striking figure by the sea, standing all alone is he's a Nickel Samurai. Oh god, she's actually singing. Someone help my poor ears. Mr. Edgeworth, can you please do something about this racket? Witness, I'll give you a piece of gum later if you'll be good and stick to just the facts. Okay. You promise, right? Right. I'll be sending the bill for the chewing gum to your office at a later date. I don't care at this point. Just get her to stop. Remind me to send her a thank you note later too, Edgeworth, old chum. The Nickel Samurai. That's right. It was the Nickel Samurai that I saw. Be a little more careful with your testimony, please. Not long ago, you said he was wearing his racing jacket, and now he's not? Not too long ago. Then let me ask you this. When were you itty-bitty? What was your great dream? Huh? What did you want to be when you grew up, you whippersnapper? My dream? Huh? Well, I, wanted to be Judge Wagner, hero of the public sport. So what? See? And look at what you are now. You're not Judge Wagner, are you? Well, what I said earlier. Who puts any weight into things like that? When a court of law. We put a lot of things weight into that. And now is everything I can be held responsible for the past. Since when did court become theatrics over testimonies? Since the last case with the circus in town. All that matters is that man was inside the costume. Isn't that enough? How do you know? Judge Wagner, trophy earned. Yes, it would have been convenient for him to wear his costume during the murder. And why would that be? That way, no one could see his face, of course. But there's still no advantage for him that I can see. In fact, you would think that the costume would make him stand out all the more. All the dots. You are such an annoying child, you know that. You disagree with everything I say. Isn't that what you're always doing to me? I got it. Maybe it was more troublesome for him to change it out of his costume. I had to go to that post-samurai stage show right after the crime, you know. Was there anyone else scheduled to appear at the post-ceremony show? Well, the contestants were supposed to go on stage in a friendly gesture thing. And that included the Jammin' Ninja? Oh, of course it included him. Well, that's when Mr. Guard came out of Dear Juan's room. I didn't give it a second thought.
I see.
Well, anyway. So, he must have worn that nickel samurai costume when it was 741. So let me ask one last. No, he couldn't have been wearing that costume. Do I have a picture of him? Do I have a picture of him in costume? Yeah, there's no way he could have been wearing this costume. Because he's wearing gloves, which means there would have been no fingerprints, right? So let me ask you one last time. The person you saw really was the Nickel Samurai? As sure as ever. Haven't I been saying that from the very beginning? Can I throw in the towel yet? You don't need to think too hard on this one. Huh? There's a contradiction in your testimony. It's sitting in plain sight. The question is what the contradiction means for us. Well, I had to figure out what you're talking about first, but okay. So let's do that. Ah! Darn it! Darn it! I pressed cross too many times. Here we go. Picture of the costume. Is it this one? Yeah, it's this one. This evidence clearly... Wait, it doesn't? But, he's wearing gloves. He's wearing gloves. I'm trying to think of what is what is the contradiction? Is it because he couldn't have been strangled? Because he's wearing a giant arm thing? Could have taken off the arm, right? That's not it either. This contradiction text me sitting in plain sight. What is the contradiction? It wasn't a Nickel Samurai I saw. It would have been convenient for him to wear his costume during the murder. He had to go to the... He didn't know about the post-stage conference though. But it says here that he is going to post-ceremony. But when was the post-ceremony conference? Because it said time and death 8:15. But when was the time of the event? No, it's not that. I was thinking maybe it was, you know, not the right time. I'm not sure. Now I got the hiccups. Could it be one of these? I don't think it's a profile. That doesn't help because we don't have clear evidence.
Objection! the knife. Please take a look at this.
Yeah, so it's not a big deal. If you try to skin with that, I'll have you know it work.
No, that's not. Oh. I'm so thick. I understand now. It would have been impossible for him to have had fingerprints on the knife and fingerprints and put on the costume, right? That's the knife that was used in the murder, correct? Your Honor, do you know why this piece of evidence is important to this case?
You don't have to ask. It's because the defense fingerprints are on it.
Oh, the dots. Is that what you're driving at? That is exactly what I'm driving at.
What are we driving at? Whose car are we driving?
Mr. Ungar was really in the Nickel Samurai costume at the time of the murder. Then it's impossible if his fingerprints had been left on his knife. You see, I was right about the fingerprints. I just didn't know how the fingerprints, how I had to prove it. Actually, it would have wiped the fingerprints off on this knife right off.
Oh, that's right. The Nickel Samurai wore gloves, didn't he?
See? Told you! I knew what the evidence was, I just didn't know how to present it. He probably took his gloves off before he began the stabbing. And why would he do something like that? To leave his prints on the murder weapon? There is no way he would do something like that. However, there is one possibility. Then let's hear your possibility. It's very simple. The defendant went to the victim's room while in costume as the Nickel Samurai. At that time, the defendant had no intent to murder. He was probably just going to relax and talk with the victim about the stage show. Which is why he took his gloves off.
But the murder still did take place.
It's well known that there was bad blood between the defendant and the victim.
Yes, I have heard that before. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you have to say about Mr. Edgeworth's theory?
So let me get this straight. Edgeworth's theory goes like this. When the defendant went to the victim's room, he had no intention of killing him. Now, up to this point, are there any problems with this theory? Well, then why did we bring the knife? This theory contradicts something in an earlier testimony. What are you babbling about? Now, for argument's sake, let's suppose Mr. Gar was a killer. If that's the case, I think it's impossible the killer to have gone to the victim's room without intent. The knife again. This knife. This was used by Mr. Guard at dinner.
Oh yes, we did establish that.
Which means that if my client was in fact the killer, then he brought this knife with him when he went to visit Mr. Kurita. I suppose. However, you just said it yourself. At that time, the defendant had no intent to murder. If that were true, then why would he bring a knife? He wouldn't, would he? Which means, Mr. Edgeworth, your theory was flawed from supposition 1. And one more thing. If the murderer was wearing his costume at the time of the murder, then there should be glove marks left on the knife. Which means the defendant's fingerprints shouldn't be all over it like bees on a hive. Oh, the dots. And that brings me to my final point. This knife was planted by the real killer to hide their identity and mislead us.
Order, I say. I will have order in the court. Was the knife really planted by the killer? Why would the murderer do such a thing?
To frame Matt Ungard. Is to frame my client, Mr. Ungard, of course. It's not to hide the murder, because the murder is kind of obvious. It was strangulation.
To, frame?
Aren't you forcing the interpretation just a little too hard on this one? But we just established that the witness saw the Nickel Samurai in costume. And if that were true, then there should be a single fingerprint on this knife. Witness!
Oh, the dots. Oh, looks like I made your life a tiny bit more difficult, huh, Angie Poo?
Witness, did you or did you not really see the Nickel Samurai?
Well, I guess at first I might have forgotten, but...
Are you saying you mixed up Mr. Guard with the Nickel Samurai, his character on TV?
But I mean, I really can't do anything about that now. Oh, look, I was waiting around in front of the doors because, well, I wasn't waiting around for the Nickel Samurai, that's for sure.
Huh? She wasn't waiting for the Nickel Samurai? Alright then, who were you waiting around them for?
That's top secret to anyone outside of security.
I have a feeling that you're waiting for Mr. Juan Carita, am I correct, witness?
Well, the way you think, you are a sad amateur with a terrible case of nearsightedness.
Amateur? Me? When am I an amateur?
So Old Bag was waiting around in front of the victim's room, but it doesn't sound like she was waiting to catch a glimpse of Miss Carita. Maybe, Phoenix. Maybe the Old Bag was waiting around for that person. That's what I think Maya's hinting at. It's certainly possible. Who is she talking about? I don't know, but I'm going on an hour and 7 minutes. Feel like we're getting close to a block. So, how about I continue on? And I can always cut this video in half later on if we don't hit the blocks break soon. Miss Oldbag, you were waiting for this person to come out of the victim's room, weren't you? You're waiting for Adrian Andrews?
Who is this person?
This is Adrian Andrews, Mr. Guard's manager.
But why would the defendant's manager be in the victim's room?
It seems that this is the latest rumor in circulation, Your Honor.
This is, I see.
The judge seems to be really into the article, if it can be called such a thing.
Well, then this manager with the initials AA, are you saying it's?
Adrian Andrews, without a doubt. The witness thought so as well.
All the dots. Looks like you found me out. Well, that's fine. I can throw away this whole sworn to confidentiality stuff then.
A witness. What in the world are you?
Watch out, Phoenix. I've got a bad feeling about this. A very bad feeling.
I got some information. Some very secret information from a certain source. So that's why I was doing my own little investigation. In secret, of course.
But what for?
Oh, just for myself. Personal reasons and all that.
Oh, the duts. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, how will you proceed from here?
I really don't want to do this. However, I cannot simply let this point slide.
I see. Very well then, witness. Please testify about this secret information.
Get ready. This is gonna take the wind out of you youngins.
I'm sure we're all capable of handling this. Really, it's not like we're 10 years old. Oh, another witness testimony. Okay, I guess we weren't as close as I thought. Secret information.
Guard is one evil man. He thought he could ruin poor Juan by causing a huge scandal. So to do that, he sent his own manager to get close with Juan. I cannot condone such dirty tricks, so I took action. Oh, and this is top secret, you got that? Nobody else but you and me needs to know, okay?
See, the thing is, I'm so caught up in this case, I don't want to stop playing, you know?
The defendant sent his manager. What a distasteful object for this court.
What? Nobody's above gossip. And isn't there a saying? The truth is never pleasant.
Never heard that one before.
Miss Edgeworth, what about this Adrian Andrews person?
We have looked into this matter and found that the truth this article proposes is, in fact, baseless gossip.
But should this be true? Well, then this proves that the defendant did bear ill will towards the victim.
So this means I have to smash this rumor once and for all.
Now then, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Be careful. The old bag seems rather excited right now.
Well, that's right. A guard is nothing but your average foul-blooded youth.
Well, as old saying goes, you gotta burn old bags with fire. Time to fire up the afterburners and hit the highway to the danger zone. Secret information.
That guard is one evil man. He thought he could ruin—
Oh, what am I doing? Yeah, forgot to press. You can't say something like that without proof. That's just slander.
But it is true. That woman was getting intimate with Juan. Look, it says so right here, doesn't it? Manager to the stars, Miss AA.
But the name of the magazine this came from is Gossipland.
What? Are you saying that gossip is all just a pack of lies? What do you know? I suppose next you'll swear to me that the news is 100% true. Honestly, Sonny, you can't discriminate between the news and gossip.
Yes, discrimination is bad, Mr. Wright.
Discriminate? Why did I do something like that?
Anyway, our guard will never get me to say touche. He thought he could ruin for one by causing a huge scandal.
A scandal? What do you mean by that?
You're a dim-witted one, aren't you? I can't believe you didn't know what a scandal is. Honestly, what are they teaching kids in middle school these days?
No. I wasn't asking what the word scandal means. Even I know that much.
Well, that guard thought he could go into a monopoly on popularity. So to do that, he says I'm manager to getting close with Juan.
You don't have any proof that Mr. Engard did such a thing.
You must be suffering from shock. The shock of hearing the truth. And now, since you're so much in shock, you can't do anything right.
You're right. I can't do anything right. But, boy, do I wish I could do something about you.
Alright then, Sonny, show me what you got. Can you show me proof that Engard didn't bear any will towards Juan?
Do we? I don't... I don't see anything that would... Like, he's on bad terms with the guard, but I don't know if Engard's bad terms with him. I think Engard is just totally clueless. I have no idea at this moment. I don't have anything to offer.
See, just as I thought. And you won't lecture me about saying things without proof. You just give me a free pass to whatever I want, silly boy.
Me and my big mouth.
That's the way the cookie crumbles. For you anyway.
We still have more to press.
I cannot condone such dirty tricks, so I took action.
Oh, wrong button. So, what do you mean by I took action?
Well, like I already told you, I was lying in wait close to the crime scene. Once that slimy woman came out of Juan's room, I was going to capture her and teach her a good lesson. Some of you young'uns need.
You were going to teach you a good lesson?
I was going to make her eat the damaging beams of my ray gun. Like this.
No, stop!
Well, it wasn't too bad. That woman did come through that door that night. Oh, and this is top secret, okay? Nobody else but you and me need to know yet, okay?
Wait.
Oh, what? I'm a busy woman. Tea time with the kids is over.
Secret information that no one knows yet? If that's true, then how do you know this secret information?
Uh-huh. Well, that's because I'm a pro. Yes, that's it.
All the dots.
It's a secret. Even if you drill the hole into my brain, you'll never find out.
How in the world did that old bat get such a secret piece of information? I know how. She has the camera, doesn't she? If you don't be a good girl and tell me where you got the secret information, you won't get to go home today.
Angie Pooh, what are you doing? Help me.
Urk. What do I have to do with this?
Just do this for me. You'll get your reward.
Huh. I don't want your reward, but you don't leave me much of a choice. The witness could have gotten her information from anywhere. It's even possible that was spontaneously made up inside the witness's head. And he lectures me on reckless blathering?
As long as we don't know where this information came from, it's quite a waste of time to focus on this line of questioning.
Where did Oba get her inside information? There has to be something I can use to figure it out. Sounds like just another tidbit of gossip, doesn't it? But you can't just ignore it either. It makes your client look bad either way. Well, I don't think I heard anything really out of the ordinary just now. There has to be something we can catch her on. Yeah, and when I find it, I'm gonna press the heck out of it. So what do we press? Do we press this third statement? Or do we press this statement? There's a lot of possibilities here. I'm gonna start with this one. Present evidence. So no one else is supposed to know this secret information, correct? If that's true, then why do you know it, Miss Soulbag?
Oh, why are you looking at me like that? Solve that.
Witness. I hate to say it, but this is how you came to acquire the secret info, isn't it? Ah, yes, that was right. The investigative photographer, a lot of heart.
Oh, yes, I remember that mischievous girl.
She reported that she had lost a certain note she had written to herself.
She reported such a thing?
On that piece of paper, she had written down some of her her impressions about the relationships between the victim and Miss Andrews.
Oh, what? Outrageous ideas, you say?
No, I said impressions.
Oh, then everything written on this piece of paper is completely meaningless?
Aha, that's it. That's the note.
You see, this is something completely different. This is my top secret list of groceries to buy.
Then you are the one who took Miss Hart's note.
I'm a huge fan of wands, that's why. Well, that infamous puffy-haired whippersnapper. She's working with the alien rolling guard. She says to herself, on guard, I'm his psychic. She was so happy, smiling like a silly duck. I was only checking what she had written.
All the dots.
Oh, the dots.
Oh my god, I can't believe this is the witness dots.
Oh, that you listen to me, you whippersnapper dots. Angie Pooh, you believe me, don't you? I was only trying to help out like the angel I am. It's only one little piece of paper. I've never taken anything else before.
You really should come with a supply of cheese to match your vintage wine.
Well, it was only a piece of paper. I suppose we can overlook this just as once.
She looks like she's really sorry. Should I forgive her? Absolutely not, because she took the camera too. If I let her up now, she'll get away. I have to find some way to inflict a deafening blow to the prosecution. Witness, you said that the only thing you stole was that note. Is this correct?
Stole? Why don't you listen more carefully, you annoying brat? I saved this piece of paper from the terrible, lonely trash can, that's all.
You're lying, dang it, and I can prove it.
Are you putting my credibility under scrutiny again?
Miss Soulbag, I don't believe that the note was the only thing you stole that night. Miss Soulbag, that note was with the camera inside its case, wasn't it?
Camera?
Yesterday, Lotta Hart was raising a huge stink over a camera. She kept saying something like, my sweetie 1600 camera disappeared on me.
Why, witness?
What is it, Gramps?
If you had the note, then it is only logical that you had the camera too.
Well, looks like you found me out again, Sonny. Is this the camera you're looking for?
Ah, that's...
What? Even though I look like this, I'm still a person, you know? I still eat meals like you, I still fall in love and borrow things from other people.
I think your definition of borrow is a little,
Yeah, just a little.
I saw that once business card and that's when I noticed it said, Slimebag celebrity photographer extraordinaire. Well, when I saw that, I had to know what sort of picture she had taken. I'm a professional security guard, it's my business to know these things.
Bailiff. Check this camera's photos, hurry. We must examine them at once.
And that's when important information is gonna come to light.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, what do we have?
There is only one photo that seems to be relevant to this case.
Well then, please present it to the court.
He's got gloves on. Well, he has gloves on one hand, not the second hand. But he's in costume.
This is the Nickel Samurai.
See, I told you, that's the guy I saw.
Well, this proves that the witness was not lying earlier about this matter.
Lotta's photo adds to court record. Picture taken in the hallway right after the murder.
Well, what does this all mean, Mr. Edgeworth?
This photo by itself does not prove that the person in it is the defendant, however. In his own confession, Mr. Engard clearly stated that at the time of the murder, he was still in his Nickel Samurai costume.
Well, if that's the case, then this Nickel Samurai is.
The defendant. I never heard Engard's testimony. That's not fair.
Well, how did it come to this? I think this brings us to the end. We have examined every piece of evidence thoroughly. Final comments, Mr. Wright. Court will consider them before we close. Do you agree that this photo is decisive evidence against your client?
Absolutely not. This photo really is decisive, then we're done for. But if I raise an objection below it, then I'll put Maya's life in jeopardy. I can't make a mistake here. There's only one road out of this mess. This photo, that lot it took, there's... You gotta say there's something strange with it, right? Well, what's strange? Is it the glove? That mechanical tin arm? Everything seems to be exactly the same. Wait, I can see the arm in the background. Because you can see the gears. But if it's got gears, then how would he have taken a knife with him? And he's wearing gloves. There's something strange with this photo. I knew this was coming, right?
Your thoughts, Mr. Edgeworth?
I think we can all agree there is nothing strange with this photo. There is no way for the defense to debunk this photo, even with a bunker buster.
Debunk with the bunker buster? Is that what you're planning to do, Mr. Wright?
Oh, the dots. Anyway, please look at the photo one more time.
If you really believe you can honestly find something wrong with this photo, you should only need one chance, correct?
Well, how to find something wrong with this photo? I can't let the chance go by. When the heck did she take this photo from anyway? It's all out of focus. Why can't she take her a shot, especially when it counts?
Well, now then, let's hear your objection. What about this photo is strange?
I wish I could see my evidence. Think. What I'm thinking is he's walking out of Juan's room. So it's the door that's wrong. He's not going into the room, he's walking out of the room. The strange thing is somewhere around here, I think. Somewhere.
Around here?
I think. Am I seeing something, y'all, or not?
It looks like there was no problem with this photo at all.
The problem was with the brain of that lawyer on her. Wow. Wait!
You're the one who let your chance fly away from you, boy.
Alright, yes, that is enough. I can't load. They're actually making me sit through the guilty screen. Wow, that's cold. Thanks a lot, game. You know, there could be nothing wrong with the photo at all. Let's say nothing strange with it. And then I can always come back to this, if there is something wrong. There's nothing strange with this photo. Huh. I have done nothing to alter this picture either, in case you're wondering, right?
I see, and it seems the defense will rest on this matter. In that case, there's no reason for the prolonged this trial.
Is this really alright with you, Phoenix? Well, there's nothing wrong with this photo that I can point. Try again. Take another good look at it. And if you still don't see anything, do something. Anything to prolong the trial. Yes, Chief. Wait, Your Honor.
What is it, Mr. Wright? I'm about to enter my verdict. Please address me in the comment afterwards.
No, I'm sorry, but this can't wait. Oh, let me guess. You're going to point out some peculiarity with this photo.
What? Why didn't you say so earlier?
There's something strange with this photo. I knew this was coming, right? Yeah, okay, so this is all the same. Alright, so we know that this is the correct path. We just need to figure out where could be the pant legs. Whatever this thing is. Or the glove. Is this person here, of course?
You mean the nickel samurai? What's wrong with that?
Wait, you mean I was just supposed to point at him? At the time of the murder, Mr. Guard was in his own room. Which means the nickel samurai is a fake? Is what I think he was trying to say. If you think that's all it takes, you should reconsider your choice of occupation. Irk. I think it's about time you retired.
It looks like there was no problem with this photo after all.
The problem was with that brain of the law, Your Honor. Oh. Oh no. So it was actually completely wrong. And I can't, once again, I can't. The way they make you sit through this is just cruel and unusual punishment. It's like, you got it wrong. So what is the evidence? Could it be the door? The angle? The floor? All the teddy bears. Which means this is Karita's room. He's coming out of Karita's room. Darn it. That's not it. Oh, hey, I can't actually load if I get to it soon enough. What is wrong with this photo? No, that's not it. What's wrong with this photo? I know there's people screaming in the comment section at me right now saying, FlightlessBird, you're blind! Yes, I admit, it does happen. Here? Here? Doesn't look like he has his outfit on correctly. No, it's not that. We've already tried that. What about this photo is strange? That's not it. See, he's wearing blue in this. And he's got like a red thing coming up off the side. And we see the red thing, but oh, the blue is, this is the blue. So this is his full costume. It actually is his costume. I have no idea what it is I'm supposed to be pointing at. Like, I don't... I mean, I'm I'm clueless. I honestly don't know. I mean, I honestly have no idea. I like to write this attention to this right here. Is this ankles? Is this the Silver Samurai case from the first game? Where I kept saying over and over again, it looks like the outfit is being worn by someone who's shorter than the outfit, so it looks like he's dragging his thing behind him. What are you pointing to? His ankles? If you could see this person's ankles, that would be one thing. However, you can't. And what does that mean? The costume person in this photo could not have been Mr. Ungard. What is the meaning of this? Ah, yes, you're right. Look at the picture. The picture, it comes up to his feet. I can't believe it. It only took about 5 or so cases later, but I was finally right about the Silver Samurai case like a long time ago. I wonder if you would care to elaborate with actual facts, that is. Let's take a look at the Nickel Samurai's poster. Please pay particular attention to the area around the bottom of the hakama. Yeah, that's a hakama. His sucks. You can see his sucks. Exactly. However, in this photo, the Nickel Samurai is clearly holding his hakama up just to walk. Oh, the dots. There's only one explanation for this. The person inside his costume is clearly much shorter than the defendant. I suppose I should feel good about that, considering this was something I said in a previous case that didn't work out. Maybe the game developers were listening to me then, and like went in a time machine and jumped back in time and edited this case just for me. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna think happened. All right, I think I've turned things around for myself this time. That's curious. Huh? What is? Edgeworth is unusually calm today. Well, that's true. He's just letting the trial run itself, as if he's only along for the ride. Along for the ride? What do you mean by that? I can only guess that perhaps he doesn't feel under attack at all. He doesn't feel under attack? Then I haven't damaged his case at all? Mr. Edgeworth, where does this leave us? Oh, the dots. If the person in this photo is not met in guard, then everything the prosecution is trying to prove has become meaningless. Oh, the dots. I figured it would come to this. What? Right, I have something I want to ask you. I think you have proven that the person inside this costume is not Matt Ungard. In that case, who is this a photo of? Who is the person wearing Nickel Samurai costume? Don't stress out over this, Phoenix. It's very simple. What you should be focused on is Edgeworth's attitude, don't you think? Yeah, why is he so calm? Mr. Wright, let's hear your thoughts. I think I have thoughts for this. Who is this person in this photograph? It is Adrian Andrews. Adrian Andrews. If you want to know who that Nickel Samurai is, it's none other than this woman. And why would you say it must be Miss Andrews? What in the world points you to her? Well, for starters, she's short, and she can freely move in and out of Mr. Ungard's room. Finally, she had dinner with Mr. Ungard that night. And how does it all add up? It means that it makes it very easy for her to get a certain item. A certain knife with Mr. Ungard's fingerprints all over it. The knife that was used as a murder weapon. Why don't you just say it is... Why don't you just say what it is you want, right? I have to do this now. This is my last chance to turn things around. The defense moves to indict Miss Adrian Andrews in the murder of Juan Corrida. It was Miss Andrews who tried to frame the defendant for the crime.
Order, order, order! It looks like this trial has hit a most unexpected development. Mr. Edgeworth.
Yes, Your Honor.
The court is issuing a subpoena for Miss Adrian Andrews. A verdict cannot be passed without first hearing her testimony.
Oh, the dots. Alright, this is it. This is kind of bad for us. Huh? What do you mean? Adrian Andrews is summoned to court as a witness. It means that the trial will go on for another day. One more day? Ack! If I don't get a verdict today, then Maya.
Now then, we shall set Miss Andrews' testimony for tomorrow.
What am I supposed to do? Just about to join the court. Raise an objection.
Now then.
Please, Your Honor, continue the trial. You must pass a verdict today.
Oh, I can't do that. We cannot hear Miss Andrews' testimony. She is not.
I abhor wasting such valuable time. Did he already subpoena her? I bet you he did. Edgeworth? Your Honor, I request that you please continue with today's trial.
But we cannot continue due to the unexpected development.
Tisk tisk. Unexpected development. I think you underestimate me, Your Honor.
And what do you mean by that?
That Mr. Phoenix Wright would slave his way to subpoena Miss Andrews is all happening according to my plan. Even if Wright was a bit slow to catch on. What? What?
What is the meaning of your statement, Mr. Edgeworth?
Miss Adrian Andrews is currently waiting in the prosecution's lobby. She is the next witness. Huh? Everything? Everything was planned out in advance by that man? Somehow, I knew there was no way Edgeworth would overlook Miss Andrews. Looks like this battle is far from over. Exactly.
Very well. We will call the next witness. However, before we proceed, we shall take a 10-minute recess. Please prepare your witness in that time, Mr. Edgeworth.
Oh, the dots.
The court will now take a 10-minute recess.
Oh boy. To be continued. I know it's probably a good thing to stop here, but I'm not because I want to see if there's a dialogue before the next witness is called. This right here. March 22nd, 2:14 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. It's 2:14. That took 4 hours and 14 minutes. Because I think we started at 10, right? Maybe I started at 9.
Dude, I can't believe that Adrian. No way. Not cool and collected. Adrian Andrews.
She is your manager. Would have been very easy for her to pull this off. The only person who had easy access to your knife used at dinner was, well, her.
So after the ceremony, during the break, huh? I was sleeping like a log the entire time. See?
You see? She could have easily planted that blood-covered button in your hakama.
Because she was the one that came to wake me up? Hell, the dits. Well then, dude, saying it was really her?
Yes, she is a real killer. She was the one who murdered Juan Corrida.
But why, dude? Thought she was buds with Juan.
She has her own agenda.
Her own agenda? What are you talking about, man?
I'm sure you'll see by the time this trial's over. It'll be alright. I'll get you acquitted by the end of today.
Get me a verdict that's fresh like a spring breeze, okay, Mr. Lawyer, dude?
Phoenix, you think her motive is related to Celeste Impax's missing suicide note, right? Yes. Miss Andrews depended on Miss Impax as her strength and reason to live. But then Miss Impax suddenly killed herself. It sounds like she left a suicide note, and the person thought to have hidden it is Juan Corrida, the victim of this murder. And that's why I think Miss Andrews got close to Mr. Corrida. All to get the suicide note for herself.
That sounds plausible. But one thing bothers me.
What?
Who was it that first told us about their relationship? Better stated, Miss Andrews' dependency issues with regards to Miss Impact's.
All the dots. It was Edgeworth.
It looks like he's still the one in command of this ship. Don't let your guard down yet.
Alright, well. Heading inside the court at 2:25. I think this is where we're gonna stop for today. Thank you everything, my friends. Love you all so very much.
It's broken up into 2 episodes.
And we'll see what happens next time. Again, thank you for everything. Until then, so long and take care.
Thank you for watching this video. Feel free to comment on what you saw and what you would like to see next. I always love to hear your thoughts. Please be sure to like and subscribe for more. Also, please do not forget, you matter, you are brilliant, and you are loved. And you should always remember to be true to yourself. Don't let the world tell you any different. Much love to you from your friendly feathered flightless bird. Till next time.